Hey, this is Paul Finebaum. You're listening to The Morning Rush on ESPN Arkansas. Carrie is in Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't know what that woman from Missouri's smoking. She thinks that about him because they're going to be thinking different when the Razorbacks roll in there and pound the snot out of them.
How did they hire this guy? I kept thinking, like, what does he remind me of? And I thought he's the kind of guy that you would see if you were in Stuttgart, Arkansas at a feed store. He'd be like behind the counter. I mean, I have never been more impressed with a coach.
Back here, Radio Row, SEC Media Days, Atlanta, Georgia. Day 3 here of our coverage, thanks to the Stadium Shop on Razorback and Lindbergh Real Estate Team, joined by Paul Finebaum. Sometimes we have to introduce people. Paul, don't really have to do that with you. You were talking about you hadn't been to Fayetteville in a while. I remember one of the times that I met you. I was a junior in college. I don't remember if it was Pat or another producer, but he led us behind the scenes, and we had a conversation in your book. You obviously wrote about your father that passed away at an early age, and my mom passed away at an early age, and so we kind of bonded over that for 10 or so minutes. So you were gracious with your time then. Appreciate you joining us now. Excited to talk a little Arkansas football with you.
Well, thank you. No, for a place that we used to come all the time, I'm not sure we've been there since the Texas game.
That was a fun one.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it? And that's when I threw the Longhorn helmet down into the.
I do remember that.
Jordan liked that.
Yeah, and Chris Del Conte sent ESPN a bill for like $350. I'll tell you, we were there the next year for the opener against Cincinnati.
Yes.
And Hunter Yurchek came on and said, if you do that again, we'll cover the price of the helmet.
Cost of the helmet.
Just like Texas to send a bill for something like that.
So that was a home game that Arkansas came up big in. 2021 was a great year for Sam Pittman. They went 9-4, won a lot of those one-score games. Paul, since then, those one-score games haven't gone according to plan. I know Coach Freeze was just talking about with Auburn in his program. What's the key to just getting over that hump and winning some of those tight ball games?
Well, I mean, I'm not as proficient as you are, but just look at the Oklahoma State game last year. The game was won. That's a game that if you win it, everything changes. You're not as desperate at the end of the year, and ultimately, to be successful, you have to win those games, and that's why I don't think you can be overly optimistic right now. I mean, Arkansas fans are amazing, and you should embrace this time of the year. But from a realist standpoint, you have to look at, okay, where is this program and where is it going? And if you don't move forward and you're stuck in neutral, then at some point you have to make a decision.
Yeah. Talon Green returning for another year. Bobby Petrino back, quarterback back for one more year, but not many pieces around Talon Green. Still very uncertain who the wide receivers will be. In your mind, where does Talon stack up in this league that starts in most people's estimate with Nussmeier at the top of the quarterback list?
Yeah, I mean, I remember a moment last year, I think we talked to him and things were going great, and then all of a sudden they weren't, so you forget about him. I think he's still probably not on anybody's top 5 or 6 list, but I think he's got, if you look at, okay, who's a dark horse quarterback that could really make some inroads, it's him. He was outstanding at times. And I think we're still waiting for the complete package of Bobby Petrino. There's rarely, if ever, been an assistant coach hired with more hype. I haven't seen that much yet. And by the way, that doesn't mean Bobby Petrino is no good. It just means you have to have players to make plays against SEC defenses.
In your estimate, where revenue sharing, is it going to level the playing field and give programs like Arkansas a chance to maybe rise up a little bit to maybe middle of the pack, or is it still going to be the rich get richer?
Yeah, and when you say middle of the pack, I know what you're saying. I grew up in Memphis across the river. And I remember Arkansas as a power. And I think Arkansas has to be a power again. I think it's capable. There's no reason that this program, with as fervent a fan base as it has, and enough boosters that can carry some of the load, why it can't be back. I just think smart decisions have to be made. And I know we all feel the same way about Sam Pittman, but as you're watching this season unfold, and if the program doesn't seem like it's making that quantum leap, then you have to be realistic.
So with that leap you're talking about, Paul Finebaum, our guest here at Radio Row, is it a win total? Like we always talk about, it's like if they lose games, it's how they lose. It's when. Yeah. What's your best estimation?
With Arkansas, there's not a magic number. It's where is the program moving as you make the way into November. Does it have momentum? Is it out of gas? Because you have the infrastructure there, you have smart people, and I frankly think fans have been patient, but you have to also look at where are you in this league. Mm-hmm. You didn't move up with Oklahoma and Texas, no. So that means you moved down, and if you're in that final tier, you're in trouble.
Your colleague, Greg McElroy, appeared on our airwaves years ago, and he talked about being a South Lake kid. All his friends went to Arkansas. Texas A&M comes in the league, and now Texas and Oklahoma, while only 2 of the 3 are Texas schools. You had the western part. Now you don't. How much does that hurt Arkansas the last decade or so? Significantly, because
I was at the Little Rock Touchdown Club, I don't know, about 10 or 12 years ago when they honored, the week before they had honored the Texas-Arkansas players from '69. Mm-hmm. And I realized that's more than 50 years ago, but the program's capable as long as the right people are in charge. And that's a tough decision to make. And look what Arkansas did in basketball. It took a chance on somebody that was losing favor with where he had been, because that happens to almost everybody after a while. And the program caught fire at the right moment. Football has to catch fire. And I know I'm kind of sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm not. I don't think anybody out there listening right now in Arkansas says they're happy with where Arkansas is.
You hear him weekday nights and afternoons right here on ESPN Arkansas and hitthatline.com. Paul Finebaum, thanks for joining us here on The Morning Rush.
A pleasure, guys. Thank you very much.
BetOnline continues to be your #1 source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. BetOnline. The game starts here.